Hi, I'm Keegan, and this is A Bunch of Gamers. This is episode 12 of our Werewolf the Apocalypse 20th anniversary game. I'm joined by several of my players, and we're going to go around the table and introduce ourselves.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I play Shinigami. She is a 3-year-old lupus-born formerly used in dogfighting rings. In Garu society, she is known as Fury Song, a galliard of the tribe Fianna.
I'm Sam, and I play Cora. She is an Arun. In Garo society, she is known as Two-Hearts. She is a Cleoth in the Geta Fenris.
Hi, I'm Riley, and I play Bee. She's 16 and a reluctant Garu Ragabash. In Garu society, she's known as Pillar of Questions of the Silence Riders.
I'm Tyler, and I play Kyle. He's 18, a Philodox, and has found his purpose with the Garu. He is known as Guards the Low, Child of Gaia.
Hello, I'm Adam, and I play Mark Bishop. He's a 15-year-old teenager, and he is a Thurge of the Children of Gaia, and in the Garu society, he's known as Guides the Fallen.
Alright, so last time you had agreed to help out the Sept of Electric Peak after some initial conflicts between the younger Garu, known as Bends the Night and Howls of Fear. You have also angered a bit the Garu Stands Like a Cedar, as you have tried to deal with shapeshifters in their territory when asked explicitly not to. So, you are heading to the Big Sky area of Montana. It is a skiing village where a fracking operation done by natural energy has begun. You are being accompanied by Bends the Night and Unmoving Night, the only two Garu who were allowed after the conflict on the top of Electric Peak during the moot to investigate this. Because you are not part of the Sept proper, you were allowed to join them in this mission. You have been traveling for several hours, possibly just shy of a day, to get to the Big Sky area. You cross over the ridge and you see the small mountain town with various parks and upper class buildings, as well as a few rural huts, so to speak, who work at the resorts to take money from various rich folk who enjoy coming to nature only to be a part of it.
I'll be right back.
Alright. So, how would you like to make your initial approach?
Whoa.
How is Unmoving Night and...
Bends the Night? Bends the Night and
Bends the Night and Unmoving Night. How are they approaching the village?
They're a little more cautious. They've taken their Hamid forms
Okay.
solely not to be spotted. But Bends the Night speaks in a gruff, guttural sense of going, we have to work quick to stop them. I think we should take our Crinus forms and use the delirium to make them think the forest is haunted. They'll come up with any excuse then to not come back, claiming it's something or another.
I agree.
The Frackers?
Yes.
I think that they're gonna have bigger stones than that, or at least, their managers will, who are not in the haunted forest.
I didn't say that they would tell their managers it was haunted. They'll come up with whatever legal reason they can't as a lie, so that they don't have to come back.
Maybe we should take our Hamid forms and we should do a little scouting in the village to see where they like to congregate most.
That seems wise.
During their off times and whatnot.
Perhaps also in the Umbra. Make sure that it's just humans.
That's a good idea, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
What would keep them from sending more people?
That's if we kill them. I didn't suggest we kill them.
No, but what I'm saying is, just because some people leave and are too scared to be there, what stops the higher ups, the managers and whatnot, from sending more people to
What we could
site?
do... Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
It's all right.
No, I just had a really fun idea. Probably not something we can do, but this would be hilarious. If we just kind of capture one human, all of us go into our Krynos form in front of him and drive him mad and convince him that he has to frantically paint the walls of a cave to where it looks like a caveman was there and a bunch of other tools and have him just, shitting himself and doing all this stuff. And then we can convince people it's ancient.
They'll date it pretty quick, though.
Yeah.
They
That's
would,
the problem.
You gotta admit, though, it'd be fun.
Well, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Drive it home. Do not humans have laws of certain things that they cannot dig for in that case? Whether they be the people here, something to make them lie to their managers that they found that makes the area unsuitable?
Well, first we'd have to figure out who works there and then determine whether or not something like that would actually affect them.
Well, they could tell people that it existed if they were scared enough, regardless.
Right.
Like, for fracking, I think that if you have a lot of groundwater nearby, you can't do it. But I don't know that. Because I don't know a lot of things about that.
It kind of makes sense, because there's a lot of things you can't do when you're near groundwater. A lot of, excavation and whatnot.
I mean, a lot of fracking takes... God, 3-year-old wolf.
Okay, so maybe, kind of combine the two. Scare the crap out of them because they disturbed something. Like, are you gonna, you have a group of Krynos coming in on a group of humans and pretty much just doing the scare bit. Like, you have disturbed sacred ground, and we are vengeful spirits to warn you, kind of stuff like that.
We could go more practical than that. We can simply make it seem as though one of the openings that they have is on top of geysers, perhaps. And then...
Are there a lot of geysers in Montana? I don't know shit about Montana.
I know that Yellowstone Park is somewhere up north.
Yeah. Yellowstone Park is south of you. Southeast.
I see.
Okay.
By about... The very tip of Yellowstone is about 20 miles.
But perhaps we have someone with us who could commune with an air spirit and make it seem as though there are geysers coming from the earth that make it a hazard to drill because they might go into a volcanic pocket.
Yeah, sure. I don't mind going into debt with a bunch of spirits. So I already got a forest brush fire in the summer for another fire spirit. We could see what an air spirit wants me to do. What are you thinking, Pillars of Questions?
Not pillars, pillar.
Pillar.
I'm thinking if maybe none of that works, you have the gift of persuasion. And if we find the right guy, an inspector or something like that, and convince him that this is not a suitable area for fracking, and then he could report that back.
I mean, it's possible. I just don't... The geyser thing seems reasonable to me. Like, I could convince them, like, hey, there's more geyser... This area is riddled with geysers. They just go off rarely or something like that.
B, you tracked onto one thing. Roll intelligence academics.
Intelligence, academics. Diff.
If I don't say it's 6.
Nice. 5.
Wow.
You understand that... You know that there's a couple things that could stop it. The plan that the other Garu might work. But you do know fracking, especially fracking this close to a white community, essentially, you will need to get enough signatures from the community for buy-in. So if Kyle used Persuade on those people to revoke their enough signatures, that is also a path. Another one would be endangered animals. If they come across any endangered animals and that the drilling could negatively affect them, which is highly likely, they cannot drill. Montana, this area of Montana, has 2 particular predators that might be able to
I was thinking that
be
wolves.
called. One is not wolves, actually.
Oh,
Wolves
okay.
do not typically come to this part of Montana yet. Grizzly bears
They're endangered?
in Montana. And Canadian lynxes are considered endangered in a Montanan ecosystem.
Oh, so okay. Maybe I could commune with a spirit of some sort to probably convince some grizzly bears and lynxes to show up and be like, "Oh wait, no, you can't mess with this land. You gotta."
We
Bear-
can
or-
call on
Bears
Bear.
Oh wait, that's right. That's your guy. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. I don't have that written down because I don't have a totem
That's
yet.
okay. That's okay. That's. I just looked at Tyler and like,
Bring in the bear.
we can just.
Right, there are things that we can do. We
Is-
can print out a bunch of flyers, use a little bit of persuasion, and convince people to not permit the fracking because it'll endanger, these animals that have been spotted recently because there are endangered animals.
Or we could let everyone else do all that work because they saw those endangered animals. Perhaps we should do some recon work and figure out who's the local hipster or hippie who would do that kind of thing.
I was just about to ask, is someone already protesting this site? That's a good point right there. Yeah.
It's likely that people are already protesting it.
A few. This is a pretty affluent part. They know that it's far enough away that it won't affect their groundwater. And it will bring additional business to during the summer specifically because they're a ski resort town, which means all of their money comes in the winter. So while so many business leaders here might be more open right now to your kind of arguments right now because right now times are good.
Wait, though, it's a ski time. It's a ski town, but fracking has been known to cause a lot of miniature earthquakes, which could cause problems in a ski. Like if that increased the number of avalanches.
Yes.
Okay.
We could go for that argument, I guess.
Well,
Kind of appeal to their side. We want this to still be a ski resort, but the resort itself is under threat from the fracking.
Right.
I like that.
We could do a combination of these things.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, there's no reason for us to pursue only one.
Yeah, I mean, we could start with one. If that doesn't work, move on.
Like the bear thing, at the very least, we could probably fake a whole bunch of like clawing at trees. The clawing at trees that bears do.
Fake it?
Like,
Just
well, I mean, to make it look more like it's throughout and not just in a
but bears
small
are
area.
hibernating at this time.
Well, but it doesn't mean that we can't.
Show that
True.
there was evidence of bears.
Right.
Okay. I mean, I could head to the library and...
No, you're not allowed to go to libraries.
Of course I'm allowed to go
I'm
to
not even gonna ask.
libraries. I could go to the library and try and design some sort of flyer or find some environmentalist group
Okay.
or anything like that. I won't go
On the internet.
on the... I have to go on the internet, but I won't go to that part of the internet.
Where were you?
I don't think you'd understand. Being
Small dog white.
wolf-born.
Are you considering all Wolfborn stupid?
No.
That would have been a better.
She
Not
was
at all.
she was doing illegal things on the internet.
She's just
I was.
inexperienced.
I was doing very illegal things, and it got me into a little bit of trouble, but yeah,
Dark web, that sounds like fun.
Your version of a little bit.
it's a little bit of trouble.
Sounds like a Spider-Man fan fiction.
Bends the Knight goes, I've spoken to several glasswalkers. They said that there are parts of the internet that while the whole thing is a weaver-infested hive, there are parts that tend to have wormish influence and are typically blocked by their centers of learning. And if someone goes into those areas, they can be expelled.
This internet, is it like another Umbra?
In a way, it leaves an impression, I've heard, legends say.
I do not wish to go there.
Few do. Only the Glasswalkers do, and I hear only their camp, the Cyber Dogs, truly enjoy it.
What an odd camp name.
It's a cool camp name. That's awesome. But anyway,
Only if, as a werewolf, you like to be called a dog.
Yeah, being called a dog is very insulting.
I mean, I think this is more of like Dogs of War kind of thing, though.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
probably a lot of human influence also if they're glasswalkers, so they'd probably be more okay with that phrase than...
Most Garu, I bet.
Right, so...
I'm looking for an excuse to commune with your guys' totem. So maybe
the
while
bear
you're at the
thing would be
library,
good.
I could be out in the woods trying to figure out maybe if there are any grizzly bears nearby.
No, you just need to go into the Umbra.
Oh,
and
okay.
Speak.
Okay, I could do that. If that's
Well,
what
one of
you
you
want.
guys will have to leave him
Yeah.
because he has no intrinsic connection to Bear.
Nope.
Right, I mean, you have these 3.
Right. Also, you should print out a couple of articles, well, maybe like 100, that just talk about how fracking can cause miniature earthquakes,
Sure.
just so I can
Do you
pass out
have-
information.
Do you have the money for that?
I still think that we could get the humans to
Do
do
you
this
not?
work
So
for
much.
us.
Do you need?
Right, I just think it makes sense to do some of the legwork ourselves.
Yes.
we
Why?
can.
We can simply spread the
I would like
influence
to
to do
have
such
some.
things.
Well, because we are also human. It
I'll give you 50
lends a lot
bucks.
of credence.
But you
If
are
there are-
not. Sorry.
If there are 8 people doing something, it lends a lot more credence than 1. It's a lot easier to get something rolling.
But the humans will understand that you're not a part of their local pack. Am I not correct? You are from a different territory.
That's true, but so are these people. I don't think it's necessarily any worse.
There are many packs represented in this village.
Okay. So,
Go hand out flyers.
I guess I'll take your $50. It's probably not going to cost that much for 100 copies, but
No. But
usually, like,
$50.
we have that
She'll end the whole pack.
Yeah, exactly.
1,000 something,
yeah.
don't we?
Because I no longer
1,200?
have money.
No,
Because
Tyler has money still.
Yeah, I have money,
Yeah,
but
I do
like,
too.
I was just surprised that you didn't. Like, I'll spot you the $5 that this is going to cost. Like, that's fine.
I think it's like 10 cents a page.
Yeah.
Right, so 100 pages. Okay,
$10.
$10. The $10 then.
And that's not including flyers.
Oh, that's fair. Oh yeah, you need money for flyers too.
Yep.
All right, how many pages is that? Just 100 again? How big is this town? How many people live in this town?
That's fairly small.
Because maybe 100's too many to begin with.
Like, it's mostly touristy, so, I mean, it's fairly
and
fairly
that's
decent sized.
that's
I mean, it's
information
like, I guess
that I
it'd
can
be,
figure out.
Okay.
I would say, like, small or bigger than Divide, smaller than Woodland Park.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, then 100 of each.
That's fine.
I'll give you $20.
She already gave me 50.
Okay.
Colton.
All right.
Yeah, so I'll head out to the library
Sweet.
while they do their thing.
Who do you want to come with you? Because then maybe some of us could actually scout a little bit in the town to see where the local protesters are.
Y'all can do that on your own.
Oh, okay.
I'm good. I can go to the library by myself.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm not that dangerous.
Okay.
Alright. B's going to the library. What is everyone else doing?
Well, pretty much. How about? I'm thinking. Whispering Feather. I say we just go on a little day in the town. Try to hear what we can. I can use my whispering feather to. I think we all got one, don't we?
Yeah, it's a one-use thing, though. Once you use it, it's
okay.
gone.
Oh, never mind. Like I thought it was gonna be a nifty thing. I'd come back to me.
No, it's once it's used, that's what a talent means.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
single-use fetish. Once it's used, it's done.
Okay.
You know what? I will go with you to the library, because after you finish printing that stuff out, like the first round of it, I'll just go
Okay.
and start campaigning.
You do bring up a good point, though. If there's more people campaigning for it, it makes a bigger impression. So maybe we should all just go to the library and wait for all the flyers and whatnot to get printed out.
Well, I mean, you guys could do the bear thing though, still.
I was going to say, are you still
okay.
going to
Right.
talk to Bear?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would definitely still like to talk to Bear. Yeah,
So,
definitely.
and do we want to pursue the geyser idea as well? Because I don't see why we couldn't split off and do all 3.
And maybe cause an earthquake? Like a little one?
I mean, if you want to talk to an earth spirit.
Okay. Yeah, I don't mind.
But the thing is, the fracking will cause earthquakes.
And I haven't started fracking yet.
That's right. Okay. So this is all prevention right now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So,
Well,
go ahead.
Would the geysers and the bear idea not coincide well, though? Because then you have, like, dangerous place, but also endangered animal that we want to protect.
I mean, I think a lot of endangered animals live in Yellowstone,
True.
still near the geysers. Near-ish. I mean, I'm sure they're not on it, but...
Yeah. Well, here's an idea. We can go to the library and do our thing. You three, at least, can go to the local hipster joint, cafe, whatever,
Okay.
and kind of see if you can find anyone who is also protesting, maybe get together with them,
Okay.
and if you don't, then you can head off to the woods to talk to Bear and make a plan
I like that idea.
with Bear to create some sightings.
Okay. That sounds good to me.
And what do Bends the Night and Moves the Night think?
They're thinking, they're going, we'll start to move through the forest. If your plan fails, then we will take up our own arms against them.
Ooh, that's ominous. Okay.
Okay.
One
I'm not
other
against
thing.
that.
Probably don't mention anything about the geysers, though, to the people who live in town, because they'd almost certainly know that that's not true.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That lie might work on, like, the upper management and stuff, but not for the people who are
Not
actually
natives,
here.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Break. That's
All right. So, I'm going to start with
Us two?
you two. So you get to the library. Big Sky is actually a fairly wide community. It's pretty split, basically. You have the small part of the community further southeast, and then as you go northwest, that's when it breaks off into all the hotels, all the fancy restaurants, and the ski resort itself.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to do a bit of hoofing back down. So you have to do a bit of hoofing north to get to the library, which is a fairly small library by nearly anywhere standards.
Mm-hmm.
As you enter, you see the printers that seem to be about a decade or so out of date, and computers that still have Windows XP running on them.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna die a little on the inside. But I'm gonna go up to a librarian and ask her if it would be possible to print a bunch of flyers, because I'm concerned with potential fracking happening in the town.
She points over there to the computers.
Mm.
The computers are over there. You can do your research there.
Okay.
It's 10 cents to print
Okay.
per page.
Okay. We can do that. Alrighty.
Where do we pay?
You'll come up here. The printer is back there, as she points to the woefully out-of-date printer.
Perfect. Thank you.
Alright, so I hop onto the computer and I guess start looking up a bunch of things.
Okay, we'll do intelligence computers.
3 computers.
And the difficulty will be 10 minus, or we'll say 9 minus your academics.
9 minus 2, so 7.
Ooh.
Holy shit.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. You find several reputable articles. So you get through as you're able to format in a way to keep it to about a page per article,
Okay.
and format it that way.
Is there any way I can make like a trifold type of design with
Bulletin.
a bulletin with excerpts from these articles that, reference them,
Sure.
quote them?
We'll do once again, an intelligence computer, and it'll be difficulty 8 minus your craft.
If you're doing this, then if you just print off the basic articles, then I will start going around. Anyway, I'm going to hit up restaurants and fancy things first, which
Okay.
don't necessarily need the flyer part.
Okay. Then I will print off 50
Okay.
articles.
Just do the 100.
Okay.
Because
100 articles.
your thing will work for regular people pretty well, and I think my thing will work for like business owners as
Okay.
it is.
Okay. So I'll print off 100 articles.
Okay. So you get those articles. You pay up front while Fee is working on her flyers.
You said 8 minus my craft?
Yep.
2.
Okay. So it's
I have 0 craft.
Oh, okay. I thought you had more.
No.
It's an okay looking flyer.
Mm.
It's not high school level,
I'm
but
a high schooler. Was.
you were a high school dropout technically.
So it's not high school level. Is that worse
No,
or
no,
better?
better. Better,
Okay.
slightly better than high
Okay.
school level, but people are definitely going. Clearly, this person is not a graphic designer.
No, I'm not a graphic designer.
It's kind of like when you leave a developer in charge of a UI.
Yeah, you end up with a button that says this does this in the middle of the screen.
Yes.
That's what I do.
Yep. Exactly. So that kind of level of attention to detail.
Yeah.
So, as you're going through, there's a couple businesses along the way. Do you want to activate your persuade?
So first, I want to specifically target the businesses that would be most affected by the fact that there's a whole bunch of tourism during the summer as well, because they're the ones who most likely were okay with this.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that that's going to be like restaurants and stuff, not so much like a ski shop or anything like that. So I want to hit up those kinds of businesses.
Perfect. Restaurants, hotels, things like that?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. And yeah, I will activate my persuasion. Should I roll once at the beginning?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
I don't have these memorized.
Okay. Well, it's player rolls charisma subterfuge. Success lowers the difficulty of all social rolls by 1 for the rest of the scene, and allows successful rolls to have uncommonly strong impact.
Okay.
I'm not amazing at this, but difficulty 7, 2 successes.
All right. You have activated your gift. You have a bit more persuasion. As you get to one of the obviously more tourist trappy bars in town, you had to walk about a mile and a half to get there, but you got there. You see several young ladies running around. Hey, how's it going? Just a few moments, we'll get you seated.
Oh, actually, I'm just here to speak to either the manager or the owner.
Okay. Just give us 1 second.
Absolutely.
They're running around like chickens with their heads cut off, as the place seems very busy, actually. Which is, shocking given how small the town feels. This place is wall to wall with people, mostly tourists. Running around. As the manager goes, hey, name's Dave. Nice to meet you.
I'm Kyle.
Nice to meet you, Kyle. As you hear kind of that dull, droning noise of a really crowded place. Like, let's step in my office real quick.
Sure. Thank you.
As he closed the door. So, what did you need? As he's...
So I'll be fast since you're obviously packed. I want to talk very briefly about the fracking that they're planning. I'm assuming that
he kind of like rolls his eyes and does the deep sigh.
I assume that you're for it based on the restaurant.
Yes.
And that's perfectly understandable. I understand why. Specifically, though, I don't think everyone has been told what the effects might be. And there's one in particular that I think you'd be interested in. And that's specifically that fracking can cause a lot of tiny earthquakes in the surrounding areas, and that could specifically hurt the ski season here by causing a lot of small avalanches, making the place a lot more dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll have you roll either manipulation or charisma expressions.
Okay, they're the same anyway.
Where's manipulation?
It's right below charisma.
You should have had me do this. I have 3 subterfuge, 3 manipulation, and 3 performance.
For this one, it's expression. How much expression do you have?
Where's that? Expression?
Right
3.
above.
3? You have 1 more than me, but I lowered my difficulties by 2 with my persuasion gift.
That's good.
So the difficulty for you is 4.
3 successes.
All right. He goes, okay. Yeah, I think I might start pulling my... I think I might go pull my name from that online petition.
Thank you. I thought that you might, and I'll hand him a copy of the article that talks about this stuff.
Okay, he goes, hey, thanks.
Yeah, no problem. I just, I'm not against all fracking. It just feels like they didn't talk about everything that might affect the town.
I gotcha.
Well, it was nice to meet you, Dave.
Likewise. Nice to meet you. Kyle, right?
Yep, that's right.
As he's giving you kind of the side eye, though. Still, just he seems a little nervous, but
Are you all right?
yeah.
Okay. Well, I hope you have a good evening. I hope you get just as much money, but I hope it gets a little less busy for you.
Hey, thanks.
All right, and I'll take my leave.
All right. So.
And you're basically going to do that for every business?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, all the
hopping
restaurants.
So we'll just cut this down as an extended roll.
Okay.
You will need to get a total of 10 successes.
Okay.
You have 4 rolls to get there.
Okay.
And your difficulty because of your persuasion is 4.
Okay. I'm gonna roll 2 at a time then, to make things easier for myself.
Okay.
I'm just gonna roll 10 instead of 5.
Okay.
That's a lot of ones. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. 5 successes in the first round.
Okay.
So I need 5 more successes.
I think you did it.
8 more.
8.
So.
Yeah. So
Well done.
this will represent about. It's gonna be about 8 hours of you campaigning.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, meanwhile, you guys start heading towards the woods. I'm guessing.
What it is actually is I think we need to hit up one of the local coffee shops.
Got it. So there is a local coffee shop that you did come across.
Am I with him?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You two are with
Mhm.
him, I believe.
And is this like local with like local tourists or local
Locals. It's buckshot coffee. It's got a big old shotgun shooting through the
perfect?
words coffee. There's an American flag out front.
Okay. I think I
And
know
of
how
course,
to talk to these people.
And of course, the sticker that's like these colors don't run the works.
Alrighty. So I think we should just go on in, and because I know most coffee shops have like a poster board on the inside, and maybe we can see if someone already has a flyer in there. Maybe we can hook up with and liaison with a local protest group or a petition group.
Would this be the right place to seek out
Mo-
protesters?
From what I understand, and given my pretty much studying history and whatnot, it's a lot of the times your counterculturalists hang out near the cafes and coffee shops.
We'll try.
Hey, if
I
they
think
have
I'm not
Wi-Fi.
responding because I think that counterculturalism might be a little bit beyond me.
When humans don't follow the same way as other humans do.
As he goes, as he just looks at you, B.
That's a very good example.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
Oh.
That and we might be able to grab like a quick snack or something.
Snacks are good.
Yeah. All right.
So we.
Humans on the menu. No. I'm kidding.
All right. So are we here to? I'm speaking out of character because I got a little.
No problem.
But we are here to find people to be behind the protest because there are bears around here, right? Or to initiate the searching for signs.
Pretty much, we're looking for more support for there being no fracking here.
Yes.
If we can find more
I'm
reasons
just saying,
why.
yeah, the particular tactic here.
Yeah,
that
it's the
we're
bears.
considering.
So ours is bears.
Okay.
Theirs is the earthquakes kind of stuff.
Yeah. I was making sure that I was on the right thing.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
So we're like looking for environmentalists, naturalists, the only way, like, I guess the only word that I know of would be like hippie folk, pretty much. This is definitely like probably a very conservative town, but you're still going to find yourself probably a liberal environmentalist in it too. So that probably hangs out near the coffee shop.
We'll find the person who's sitting in the corner sipping their coffee and just loving the fact that everybody around them is irritating them.
I say let's go on in.
Yeah.
I'm
I
a
think
little
the
hungry.
idea of the bulletin board is good.
Yeah, okay.
As you get in there, you see several people talking. There's mostly older folks, but you see one woman with shaved sides, with the hair longer, dyed blue, talking.
Isn't she covered in really gruesome scars?
Yeah.
So you were getting mauled by a bear. around here. Just go around telling your story.
Oh, jeez.
That would get the bear put down.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
The
it's
opposite of
endangered.
being-
That would be the opposite.
means nothing.
Yeah.
It's true. I do have a lot of scars. Well, do I have a lot? I think I have one like major scar, maybe
There's
two.
one like across your face now.
Oh, am I still
Or is that
wounded?
B?
That's B. B
That's
has
B.
one right here.
You healed that damage.
Oh yeah, I have one like up here down into my chest.
Alrighty.
Kyle's got several scars.
Oh
too, I
yeah,
think.
like
I
just
think I have
giant
one.
like.
I have a burnt
Oh,
leg.
okay.
That's right. Permanent scarred from burn.
Oh, wow.
Burn
I have
scars.
pants, so thankfully.
Yeah, there you go.
True.
I might be wearing a turtleneck. I don't know. Whatever.
Go away.
The imagery I'm getting is that like what we actually have like a really tall like female walking in, and then a giant massive of a teenager boy,
Yeah.
and then Shinigami.
Shinigami is also like 6.
Oh yeah, we're
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're huge then. We're huge.
5'9", 6 what?
I think Shinigami's like 6'1", 6'2".
Yeah.
No, she's more than that. She's supposed to be.
6'1",
Yeah, I'm straight up 6'5".
6'5".
I took it back 5 inches. So
Otherwise, you had to take a merit.
yeah, exactly.
Dang.
So
Awesome.
you walk in as she's having a discussion with one of the middle-aged folks.
Mm-hmm.
So young for the crowd that's here. As she's going, I'm just saying, I've heard nothing but bad things about them with the groundwater. Okay, he's like, all right, Pax, I get it, you're a liberal, and liberals want to stick their nose wherever they don't want them, but look, it brings in money, it keeps this place going, keeps your little shop going, so, maybe just be thankful, rather than having that feast or famine culture going on around here.
I checked the bulletin board.
You check the bulletin board. There are no flyers yet.
Okay, yet. All right. So it's safe to say, B and Kyle haven't been here yet.
Yes.
So
So we'll let them do their
Kyle's
strategy.
several
You
miles
get
southeast because he's working his way up.
Yeah.
In his
okay.
8-hour venture, because it's the same time
okay.
you guys broke.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just address you guys pretty much. I'll say, so I think we need to talk to that woman over there.
Definitely.
I think maybe we should just strike up conversation and interest with her about what she just said. Because she did mention something about the groundwater.
I thought about bringing her like a veggie sandwich.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Totally.
Like a, hey, we heard you talking.
That would be an odd way to
Would
approach
it?
someone.
I'd be
immediately
like,
with a
"Oh,
bribe, because
hello."
if someone brought me a food and assumed what kind of food that I liked,
Did you
I
just
don't
assume
know
my
I would.
dietary? Did you just assume my diet? That's,
I don't know. I think we'd have a different opinion on that. Just because I'd be like, okay, I guess we'll talk. All right. Thanks for sandwich.
So, for
Let
any
me
strangers
talk to
who
her.
come across Sam in the wild, you buy her a sandwich, she'll talk to you all day.
yeah, there you go.
You buy me a veggie sandwich, though, I'm going to be upset.
Yeah.
Why'd you buy me something to throw away?
I'll talk to you, but I'm
Or do you want the veggies in this? I'll eat the bread, I guess.
unless you can't eat bread.
I like veggie sandwiches. Thank you.
You can't have the bread, just like you
Okay, so I kind of just assertively say, I'll go talk to her. You wait. So I walk over,
Okay.
and
So we'll go to like the counter and whatnot, I guess.
so I approach
Wondering
her.
why she just spoke to me this way.
I was
What is
like,
the moon
to
phase?
both of you.
Oh, jeez.
She should know better.
Not my pack, not my problems.
Alright, how about Cora, you roll us up a happy little rage roll, difficulty 8.
Damn it.
Am I trying to win or lose it? I don't remember.
If you get 4 more successes, you fly into a frenzy and you try and punch her in her face. In Krynos.
Good.
Oh, jeez.
Well, this is good. I always roll ones. We covered this.
Not when you frenzy, remember?
Oh, yeah.
You always roll high when you frenzy. Holy shit, there's some 10s.
There's one.
Okay.
No.
She has 2 successes.
2 successes.
Okay, good. Oh, jeez.
As you take this deep breath, you're thankful no one watches as you grow about 2-3 inches before you catch it and shrink back down to Hamid.
To be fair, I wasn't specifically directing it at her.
Clearly she didn't take it that way.
Yeah.
I heard you say it. I'm like, fucking what?
I said, wait.
I'm just gonna have the Wolfborn go and like watch and see what happens. Oh, okay. Yeah, go pretend to be human. Go for it.
I have surprisingly good charisma. Alright, so I'm gonna go sit down to her and be like, let's see how to approach this. I can't believe that they're going to be endangering this environment for the local grizzly bears. I mean, my grandfather has been following them for years, and it's not being talked about.
Grizzly bears? And she's like, really?
Yes. You know, and it's something that, like, it's a big part of our family, watching them and tracking them and trying to make sure that they remain healthy, but we can't get anybody else to pay any attention. They're endangered around here.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Pax, I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm...
Maybe Shinny?
Shin.
some kind of basic name, but, like, for some reason I can only think of, like, Lucy, Sally,
I mean...
No one's named that.
Sure they are.
Gammy?
Sam. My name's Sam.
Hi, Sam.
There we go.
Basic name.
That is what you just said.
Wait, no, I wasn't saying all that out loud.
Huh?
I wasn't saying all that out loud.
I think that offense was taken out of character. I need a basic name, Sam.
Oh, jeez.
It's okay. It's a very popular name since the Victorian times, I understand. Everybody has it.
Alright.
My name's Sam. It's nice to meet you, Pax.
Nice to meet you. So you said your grandfather was from around here?
Yeah, I moved here recently to help, he's gotten sick, and he refuses to leave his cabin to go to a hospital, so we have to take care of him, but, it's just knowing the fact that everyone's been, I don't know if he hasn't been talking to people enough about this. I just know that no one's been helping him. Maybe he just never asked for that help, but maybe I should be the first person to do that, especially with this new fracking site coming up.
Yeah, no, my big concern is groundwater. Have you seen, as Pax pulls out her phone and starts scrolling and goes, check this out, as it's the water faucet and someone lights it on fire. That's from fracking.
Okay. Do I need to roll anything, or am I just killing this?
We're gonna have you roll charisma or manipulation expression.
I mean, they're both 3s.
Or actually, it'll be subterfuge, I think.
Okay.
Because you're lying to them.
Hey, Cora, buy me
Oh,
a
yeah.
sandwich.
Definitely, I'll buy you some.
Awesome.
So,
You want a
wait,
coffee
does that
too?
mean I only
Yes.
get to roll 3 because I have 3?
3 plus
Yeah, you're
your
15. You don't
charisma
have any
rating.
money.
Yep. Nope.
So you'll have...
So 3 plus 3. So 6.
Oh, and actually, because this is your first impression, you're capped by your appearance. So you have to drop 1 die.
Dang. Why do I have to be so ugly?
I did not know that.
Yep. Because people are more receptive to first impressions from pretty people.
Oh.
Do you want a cup?
Yeah. Thanks. Div 6?
Yep.
Whoa.
Nice.
4.
4.
Well.
Hey, so yeah, I might try and get some people involved in that. There's a lot of people, even though this is a really conservative part of town, lots of people care about their wildlife and things like that. So
I would hope so.
maybe I can convince some people. I haven't heard anything about grizzlies in the area though. So
Well, I'll tell you what we need to do, because, I mean, I can understand that people wouldn't... If my grandfather has just been keeping this to himself, which, figures that man... But, like, if I could organize something where, people can go out in the woods and we can actually gather the evidence that they're out there, that's what I really need. I need someone to help me with that.
okay, yeah. Let's. You want to meet up here tomorrow then and form a plan of attack on getting people involved?
That's a great idea. I love your initiative.
Thanks.
I didn't say that.
I
didn't say that.
Just because of your rage, she goes, just so you know, you come off a bit strong.
Oh yeah, you have 4 rage.
Because I have what?
You have 4 rage, so...
People don't feel uncomfortable around you if their willpower is less than your rage.
Whoops.
And the average person has 2 to 3.
I'm so sorry, honey. With my grandfather so sick, I get really worked up about this, and this was his life's work, and I don't want to see it get ruined. And I'm just so passionate.
Okay. So yeah, I'll make some phone calls. We'll meet here. How about tomorrow at 9 a.m.?
Sure. Here, let me introduce you to my friends.
Yeah, they're in a good place.
we're just sitting down at the table.
Yeah, we're like.
Well, I mean, are they gonna freak her out?
Like we're at the camp. I mean, what, we got like 6'1".
Well, okay, so
no.
Can
Cora,
I redact that then? Because I don't want to call over my huge friends with 4 rage. Maybe.
He's got 3, so.
No, I got
2.
I got 2 rage and I got
So-
3 willpower
So
right
he's
now.
good. It's Cora that might.
It's their
cause-
willpower that matters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, their willpower that matters.
So if you would
Cora has
mind, kind
5.
of remain seated.
Oh, definitely.
Cora has 5 or 6 rage.
5 currently.
And is he handsome? How do you look?
I like
Yes.
Appearance.
As handsome
3.
as you.
3.
This is my brother.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you too. That's stand out a hand. And your name is?
Pax.
Pax. Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Mark.
Nice to meet you, Mark.
Our friend over there is Oh, never mind then.
Okay.
She's kind of had a rough day today, so we're just gonna leave
Oh
her
yeah,
alone.
no. Is she embarrassed because of the?
Oh, no need to talk about that.
As Pax is gesturing to where Cora's scar is on her neck.
What you can see of it.
Alright, cool. So we've made a friend, and we're gonna have So I'm out of character. I'm not saying this out loud in front of the person. So we've got somebody who's going to go out and gather like-minded individuals, because she'll probably already know a bunch of people.
So what I'm thinking is during this time, as she's getting a hold of people, we can be out in the forest and commune with Bear and see if he can convince some bears to come and grizzlies to come and hang out near the forest.
Codes.
Yeah.
Alright.
Is there any way that we could contact like a spirit of time or aging to make some of the evidence of the bears look older than just the last 24 hours?
Time spirits are super rare, and you probably have to go to Flux to find them.
Oh yeah.
It was a thought.
Oh, I
That's a
understand.
good thought.
It's a good thought.
Yeah.
But yeah, those spirits are rare and they're powerful.
Oh yeah.
Like, there is no such thing as a gaffling of time.
What about a spirit of rot?
Spirit of rot?
That tends to fall under a particular spirit's hierarchy.
Not the rot.
I understand. Still his purview.
Okay.
I mean,
Old Grandfather Serpent still has a reason for being.
Point. Okay. So,
did you have a nice conversation with Pax?
pleasant outro. Sorry, I'm
No.
not as good at those.
Got
Yes, so I'm going to be meeting here tomorrow at
9.
9 a.m. A.m.?
Aim.
A.m. We're going to be gathering a
It's
massive
coffee at 9 p.m.
Weirdos like me.
At like a local out-of-the-way coffee shop.
Oh, no,
Like
this-
in small mountain town.
That's a good
let
point.
me preface it with that.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good point, actually.
So we have a job to do tonight. We need to commune with Bear and see how much evidence we can get for bears out in the woods.
Okay. This will be the first time meeting your guys' pack totems, so hopefully he'll like me.
Alright. Yeah. Well, we can't do it.
Oh, okay, guys, settle down. Let's just take this outside. I just kind
Oh,
of...
I thought we'd already left the coffee shop.
No,
No.
I think you picked up
Oh.
talking at your table
Yep.
and
Yeah.
left.
I'll just take my
We'll
tiny
just-
little sandwich, take one bite. Oh,
Alright.
down the coffee.
And
Alright.
out.
I just, being teenager, of course, I just turn around and, why Pax?
We
It's
find
Pax cute.
Let's find out.
Alright.
I like that. All right.
Alright.
As cute as you.
Okay.
So human average.
Okay.
I rolled and divided by 2. So,
That works.
2 appearance.
Sweet.
Don't forget, you're my brother.
Right. What? Okay, yeah.
Blair.
Okay.
And so I explained to him the backstory that I fabricated about the grandfather and the following and the caring for the bears and the stubborn old man bullshit.
So
That actually
meanwhile-
kind of sounds like my actual grandfather.
Meanwhile, as you finish up your thing after a couple hours, yep,
Finish
that's
up.
a perfect flyer. Print
Master.
100 copies.
100. It's good
It's
enough.
a masterpiece.
It's good enough. I have to print them all out, and then I have to do the trifold,
Yeah.
and then put them all in my bag of swag.
Yep.
And after that, I'm like, I have no idea where anyone is.
I assumed you're gonna go to coffee shops and things like that and put the flyers up around there.
Yeah, I'll go to a couple of coffee shops.
Okay.
I'll ask, like, the manager.
Yeah.
I'll walk in and be like, hey.
Or community billboards, so you can put them at the library one as well.
Yeah, I'll do a couple of things like that.
Okay.
Bookstores usually have them.
Bookstores, coffee shops,
Laundromats.
hobby shops.
How many hobby shops are in this? Ski
Uh,
Town.
Nearly none. The number one hobby, as it turns out, is skiing.
Well, that
And
makes
there's
sense.
lots of ski shops.
Okay. Essentially just places that aren't chain businesses.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then afterwards, I'm probably gonna head towards the woods,
Okay.
where these bear sightings are supposed to be.
So
Those fucking dogs.
you're doing that. You three will have gotten to the forest. You're still moving around, so you won't have seen them. So you'll need to pass into the Umbra.
Oh, yeah, you two can do that easily. I can't.
Well,
Yeah, you have to do it yourself. 'Cause
Oh,
you're part of the
okay.
pack.
you guys all have to find something reflective. 'Cause
Oh
I'm
yeah.
not with you.
Okay, that you're the one that has that. Okay.
River or something.
Okay, easy enough. We could just
Puddle.
ice.
Ice, because
Mhm.
it's wintertime and I keep forgetting it's wintertime for some reason.
Yeah. So you do a bit of searching because you're not familiar with the area, though. So
Yeah.
it takes a little while. You actually end up going to the golf course and finding the lake there.
Okay, sweet. All right, so that's.
Is there anyone about?
You do a quick double take. There are people who are in the hotel nearby who seem to be walking about enjoying the area, but they don't seem to be paying attention, so you'll be able to time it just right.
Okay.
Okay, you guys go first.
Okay.
You have more gnosis than I do, I bet.
It is diff.
Nope. It's an hour until I can go in.
Oh shoot.
Bye, guys.
She just didn't succeed.
Yeah, I didn't
It
succeed.
wasn't.
I didn't rock.
okay.
Just didn't succeed.
Okay, just didn't succeed.
Aren't I
All
the
right.
other one who can do that?
Yeah, you just can't lead her now because she's barred.
Yeah.
Well, here, let me try to go in since I'm the summoner. Difficulty 5, only 3
Diff
gnosis.
6.
Diff 6. Okay. 2 successes.
So about 30 seconds.
And what am I rolling again?
Gnosis?
Tim?
Total. So, dots.
Thank you. And this is to get everybody in, right?
Yep.
It's to get yourself in.
It's just
Well, no,
yourself,
I
yeah.
can. I thought I could do that with everybody now.
Nope, because...
Well, no one else is there except
Well,
for Cora.
Cora. When Cora failed hers.
Well, yeah, but don't I have an ability that lets people, everybody?
So, if you're a pack, you can pull your pack members through. But
Go ahead.
But Cora failed her Gnosis roll, so she is barred,
And they're not here?
and they're not there.
Got it. Okay, so...
Take a mulligan.
But I got...
That's
Oh, it's a
botch.
diff. Yeah, it is. Okay, yeah.
Take a mulligan. You don't want to know what happens when you don't mulligan that.
Preparing some copyrighted music.
One success.
So 5 minutes
Okay.
of meditation before you finally pass through.
Uh,
Though the place is kind of natural looking from the outside as a rural town, because of the strength of the ski resort, you actually see spider webs coming from the mountainside and clasping at the city. It almost look like hands crafted as spider webs as weaver spirits zip overhead, back and forth, and the trees themselves in the golf course look like they're crafted of ice and crystals, unmoving, unchanging. And looking closer at some of them, they look like they're regular trees, but they're crafted of tiny spider webs of various colors with small metallic, nearly robotic spiders crawling through them.
Okay. So I guess, pretty much while waiting for Cora, I'll set up the proper ritual to try to summon...
You may know, that might be considered disrespectful given how Weaver
Oh.
tainted this is.
Oh, okay, never mind.
1 sec. Okay, so you guys are gonna wait for Cora to pass through?
Yep, gonna wait for Cora. I want to check to see if I have the right stuff on me to summon the bear.
Okay.
Well, you're not summoning the bear, are you?
Yeah, I'm
Because
gonna
I
be...
thought that, like, she would just
Are
be
you
like,
able to?
hey, bear.
Well, yeah, he can. It's more difficult because Bear is a totem spirit, which makes it more difficult. But you can also follow moon paths because they have a connection, intrinsic connection to Bear, so you wouldn't have to summon it.
And that's why you guys are with me.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, let's go. Let's follow that path.
Well, so what, because since I am the newest member, is Bear going to be more respecting of her?
You're all his children now.
Okay. So, because I don't necessarily want to lose any time.
Yeah.
So, is it in our best interest to wait for Cora? As much as I would prefer for her to be here, I also want to get as much time of bears putting evidence of themselves in the forest as possible.
Well, we can probably do some trekking, and ever so often we just let loose a howl. Actually, no, that's probably not good in the Umbra. We could probably gain the attention of things we don't want their attention.
Hey, Bane, spirits!
Yeah, pretty much. I would say, honestly, we need to wait.
Okay.
Because it's only going to take an hour.
Alright.
Potentially.
Just presenting an
Alright. Alright, so, Cora, if you could give us a Gnosis roll, please.
Oh, look, you didn't fail.
Thanks. You said it was D6?
Mm-hmm.
3.
So, instantaneously. So, after an hour, you just see Cora pass through.
All right.
Though you see the spiders getting agitated, and you see them actually working the gauntlet. And you can feel the gauntlet getting thicker here.
Ooh, we should get out of here and head more towards the mountains.
Yeah, definitely.
Not the mountains with the spider webs on them.
Okay.
So, it takes...
Alright.
You trek through a bit. As you finally get into the mountains, you see that the spider paths start to vanish and the mountains kind of open up. You see various trails throughout the mountains with deer tracks, patches of light that shimmer and move through the forest, and a larger path with the footprints of a bear.
Follow this one. While we're walking,
Okay.
what is your intent for this?
Well,
What do
really,
you plan on doing?
one, to pretty much speak with the bear spirit, and it's a two bird, one stone kind of deal. Maybe try to garnish his favor so that I would become he could become my totem, and also to help us in our quest right now, pretty much.
Okay.
Being a newbie, and pretty much to not having a pack, not having a totem. Pretty much, I was just sent from Wisconsin. Go this way, and I was
Right.
like, oh, okay, no problem. And that's
Right.
when I ran into the Black Spiral Dancer, I guess, and I gave chase.
Right.
So it's pretty much. I'm saying this out of character, by the way.
Okay.
It's pretty much like I'm trying to join the pack.
Okay. Well, I think that all of us have to be present for him to join the pack. No?
Not necessarily.
All of us should be in agreement.
That's fair.
And we haven't really discussed it as pack.
Oh, okay. So then.
So not a wasted journey, since we will be speaking to Bear about our
Mhm.
mission.
Okay.
And it will give him a chance to see you and know that we are working with you. Well, I'm sure he knows we're working with
That, and if I remember last time, you get Bear would totally be surprised that someone would actually want to talk to him. Like, he's not the most favored of totems, from what I understand.
He's perceived as less honorable.
Oh, okay. Why is that, by the way?
Many werewolves believe that the Gurel joined the worm, and that's what sparked the War of Rage.
Werebear, pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Keep in mind I said perceived.
Perceived.
Less honorable.
Allegedly.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, thank you, Tyler. Thank you. Let's go summon us a bear totem.
Alright. As you start moving through, you notice that the snow starts to become sparser. The trees start to grow little leaves. As you feel the warmth of spring here. As you enter, you see a massive cave up ahead with a stream running to the side. Evergreens stretching to the sky, a nice warm sun overhead, and great trees blocking it slightly, causing shimmers of green and emeralds.
Would Cora be right in thinking Bear knows that they're looking for him, so he made the path, or he sent the path, I guess, so that we could follow it?
You can make that assumption.
Okay. Just because Bear always seems to know when we're coming, and there's always a path. We never need to summon him, and so, yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes the path is harder to find, though.
Yeah.
But here it's relatively calm. Like if you tried to find a path while you're dealing with that Pentex facility with
That
the
would
fracking,
be more difficult.
that would be very difficult.
Yeah.
Okay.
As it would mean that could allow Banes into Bear's domain if they followed
Exactly.
So are there, like, things in the stream?
you. There are salmon,
Okay.
things like that, as you hear the rumble of great footsteps.
Okay.
You see a bear, maybe 10, 11 feet at the shoulder, step forward. His earthy fur shakes with every step, and his warm, coal-like eyes seem to drift upon you as you see the amber in them ignite slightly.
Cora smiles at, sees his, looking at his reaction, like,
Like,
he's
oh.
big.
Fury song, Two-Hearts.
Hello,
It
Bear.
has been too long.
I
Agreed.
agree. We've come to ask a favor. In this part, there's fracking that will be happening, and we are looking for ways to stop it.
One moment, Cora. Who is this?
This is Bishop. We met him in the Umbra.
Bishop. Strange Garu name.
It is not my Garu name, Reverend Spirit. I'm known in the Garu as Guides the Fallen.
Oh, guides the fallen. I respect that path. How many have you guided?
Not many. Well, not many spirits, but during my rites of passage, many of my fellow Garu had fallen, and I had given proper right.
Bear comes, and you see this great paw kind of right on your forehead. It basically consumes your whole head. It's partially on your chest, too.
Oh, wow.
He's an 11-foot bear at the shoulder.
And you feel this kind of warmth fill you, and his paw slips away, and he simply goes, "I'm sorry for your loss."
Thank you, Reverend Spirit. Now,
You feel something warm right there.
right here.
Yep. It's wet.
I'm crying. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm crying. It felt so good. But, let's see. Thank you, Reverend Spirit. I appreciate the condolences, but to the matter at hand, I'm sure that you are aware of what the humans are doing in this area. And
No.
Oh, well, it is unfortunate that they are doing great damage to the land here by doing fracking operations, which would require drilling into the earth and pulling out pretty much essence of Gaia. We are here with a plan to possibly stop such an action, but for this we need your help. And knowing spirits, we must garnish this favor by doing you a favor.
Very well. There is much pain. Cora, Shinigami, come here. As Bear stands up and both paws fall onto you as you feel a kinship with Bear, as he seems to close his eyes, and you get the sense of the cafe you were in, and the conflict between Pax and the people of the town. I see. I may be able to help, but in return, you must heal the petty grievances and make the town mostly come together over this fracking issue.
That is what we hope to achieve by...
No, I understand. But for it to work. You only need slightly more than half to be against it. I require more. I need 3 out of every 4 to be against this initiative by the end.
So as you request, Great Spirit.
Thank you, Bear, for your help.
I also require one last, because it will take much from me. There is a she-bear about a day and a half's journey from the fracking site. She has a cub, and the journey will kill the cub if it is taken by just me summoning the bear. You will have to guide the bear and protect it from the elements. You must also find a cave before it gets here, or the cub will die, and you will anger the few grisly spirits that still inhabit this area.
This is a great task you press upon us, but it will be done, Great Spirit.
Thank you, Bear. I believe that the rest of our pack will agree to your terms.
If they could be called terms, I simply a reasonable request.
Tit for tat.
Yeah. I don't mean terms as like
Well, we are kind of making a verbal contract right
Well,
now,
right,
so...
but like, hey, there's a kid that's about to die. God dang it, why do you always keep asking favors of me? This is so annoying.
Okay. Easy enough.
Yeah. Well, I mean...
For a bunch of werewolves, I guess.
Suppose. I mean...
We'll definitely have to let the others know.
Yeah, we'll have to, like, because I'm trying to think, how are we going to find a suitable cave? How do we protect a bear from the elements without also pissing off the bear? Because I don't think that they're... I don't think wild animals are too keen on, big old crinoses either. So...
Well, given the communal nature of the Garu, and with your guys' connection with Bear, I'm certain there might be some sort of spiritual connection that you can manifest with the bear. Yeah.
Will the she-bear and her cub know that we are coming?
No.
No.
They are animals. They run on instinct. This task will be difficult.
So, if anything, what we need to do is we need to garner trust with it first. And normally one thing that I know of garnering trust with animals is, feed them.
Hmm.
So we need to find them food. And that would help them protect them from the elements because now they have the energy to warm themselves.
I don't think that you give creatures enough credit. We want more than just simple sustenance. We require trust as well.
Well, it has to start somewhere.
It's a lupus.
Well, yeah.
But, so out of character, I have seen evidence of symbiotic relationships between bears and wolves, naturally. Me being a lupus born who's most comfortable in that form, could I potentially emulate such a relationship to assist and help her garnishing trust in the paths that are going to be more beneficial to her, even if they smell funny?
Possible, yeah.
So.
We could probably stay in lupus form the entire time.
But I think that I would be the one who would be closest to her.
Like, you were the one that would take lead in this situation, pretty much. And we would help support you.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Because even though it is the dead of winter, there's still stuff we can do outside of that escort. Like, say, if they need food, we could probably find a frozen stream somewhere and break it open in Krynos form and try to find salmon in it and whatnot.
The best way to get her accustomed to my scent would be for me to make a kill in her path. Me only take a part of it and leave the remainder for her so she feels like she found something, and do that 2 or 3 times to where she's accustomed to my scent on a kill, and eventually let her come upon me over a fresh kill and seeing that I am graceful in her approach.
Okay.
And that she would have that benefit of coming near me, and that, it would be helpful to her cub that I'm not a threat.
Just out of character, does that have to happen within the next day?
Yeah.
Day and a half.
Like, well, just I'm not sure what the time frame is. I mean, I know you guys are going to the cafe at 9 a.m., but are you guys looking for evidence of grizzlies?
Well, I can be the
after?
one focusing on, the mother and her cub. If you guys, dang it, Pax is gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, Pax might also be expecting your brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because what it is maybe I could say, oh, she got held up, helping grandfather and whatnot. She said she'd meet us out in the forest.
himself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. You could possibly do that with, Bear did ask all of us to do it.
That's fair. We have a number of tasks to balance.
if anything, I could probably make a track back to the village and meet up with Pax and say, hey, it's going to be a couple of days. Grandfather's not feeling very well and we need to take care of him. So is there another time in a few days that we can meet up?
Question. Who else has any points in animal kin?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, yeah, it's me.
No, I was looking.
You
at
got this.
Well, I was just thinking also, but what? No. Cool. Is that something I have?
She's
No,
looking
it's
at the
something you learn.
computer.
So I just noticed
Oh
it.
no, the evil internet. My soul. Yeah. That would, well, I do have mind speak.
So you'd be able to speak.
What is this language?
Yeah, you could speak wolf or human to the bear, and the bear would be like, "That's nice."
I'm just walking along in the forest. This wolf comes up
Like,
and
I
starts
just
talking
imagine-
wolf to me.
I imagine it's very similar to like if you were walking down the street and you just suddenly heard fluent Russian in your head.
Okay.
That'd be hilarious.
Well, you can.
And out of all of us, you
can
have the better
summon a spirit and learn it
chance.
because it happened. You can learn it for 3 experience.
Would it be worth it in other circumstances?
You
or
could use rats to spy on people potentially if you can convince them with the appropriate animal kin rolls, things like that.
Oh shoot, that's interesting. I'd like to do that. I know I could do all that nonsense.
Yeah, it's,
You
you just have to speak it on the animal terms because certain animals, they don't have the intelligence of wolves and things like that.
Oh, yeah.
So you
Well,
can
as a lupus born, I'm
Yeah.
sure that I can.
So
as one of my werewolf or vampire players found.
So do I have to go somewhere to learn that? Or?
You will have to have someone summon a spirit.
Okay.
yay! I'm helping.
Any animals, actually, any animal spirit can teach it, including your totem.
Hey, we're talking to Bear right now.
Yeah.
Hey bear, you doing bear?
Sounds like
Another
cute.
one.
Sounds like a cute nickname between a girlfriend and boyfriend. Hey, Bear.
Oh, that's creepy.
You just asked for one.
Yeah, is that gonna be a problem if I ask him for another favor like immediately?
No, not
Well, if it-
necessarily. He might ask for something in return, though.
Okay.
The 3 experience.
Well, that's just what comes with getting a gift.
Because I've got that, I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
As he goes, I will grant you the gift, but you'll have to spend some time here later. Forge a stronger bond, so that the pack may become more unified.
I can do that.
Good. As this giant paw just slams into your head through the other side
Oh god.
and pulls out, and you now have the ability to speak to animals.
Nifty! Blink, blink, blink.
So so under gifts you have beast speech,
Sam, my dear, can you do me a massive
course
favor?
I can.
Thank you.
and it's on page 169.
Appreciate it.
So what I'm thinking is you two can go out and do that quest, and I could head back to the village and let Pax know, and then I could probably meet up with you guys, with with a few howls and
How
whatnot.
is your subterfuge?
My subterfuge, non-existent.
60.
I have some pretty good. I have 1 expression. I have 3 appearance. I have 3 charisma, 2 manipulation.
So if you can do a kind of avoidance of the truth,
Yeah.
instead of outright lying like I was, maybe. Well, because you have to lie about where I am. Is that going to be an issue if he doesn't have subterfuge, Keek?
It'll be harder.
Yeah.
Shut up.
I was just surprised.
That was an accident.
I could challenge her to a fight. No.
I challenge you. What?
Nah.
Fight me!
I challenge you. Choose the terms of the combat. Gamecraft, combat, or the head of athletics.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Excuse me?
Or what is it? How's
You
yours?
must.
How's your subterfuge?
0.
0. Okay, yeah, mine is 0 as well. I was not expecting to be doing this, but regardless.
What are y'all's subterfuges?
She doesn't
I got
know
one.
them.
That's
That would
Yeah.
be super suspicious if like some randos show up to the appointment.
Hey, my friend Sam said.
Yeah, my
Our friend with the scar will just show up. Whose name that you've never been told.
Cora's gonna show up and she's gonna basically radiate menace.
My friend can't show up.
She can't be here right now.
Okay.
Okay. So you want to put up these flyers and burn this mother down? Oh, Jesus.
So I think our best bet is probably going to be Bishop doing that.
Okay.
Regardless of me initiating the relationship, but hopefully me.
Because there's already
for
rapport.
others to help.
Yeah.
But yes, considering my abilities between survival, animal kin, and my history as a lupus born, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. So, wait.
I actually have skills that line up with
Still
something
pretty
I need
far
to
away
do.
from the village, so I would want to use the Umbra to go on back there, probably back to the golf course, and then go back to the real world from there. Real world. Other reality. Physical reality.
What time is it for them?
All this takes place. You've got probably 2 hours left to do your flyer
Okay.
stuff.
So it's probably
Yes.
mid-late afternoon now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I suppose I'll be helping you somehow, maybe.
Okay. Well,
Helping hunt.
Don't say anything stupid.
I'll go back to the village, try to find packs.
I kind of am going to re-up him a couple of times on the story that he needs to hold up, so if that gives him any kind of advantage.
Okay. All right. Yes. Okay. Will do.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. So I'll switch into lupus form,
Okay.
and I'll head back the direction that we came from, and
Okay.
try to find my way back to the golf course.
And you too.
Off to find Mama.
Alright. There are several paths leading out of Bear's domain. Bear simply nods and goes, I'm sure you'll find the right one, as he returns
Thanks.
to his den.
Description of the pathways and the smell.
Okay, smell. I need perception primal urge.
One leads you
Yeah.
to nothing. There's calmingness. And we choose that one. And again, end up in the...
Wait, what?
This one smells like absolutely nothing. I like this one. Ends up in the abyss.
Whee! Where we found you, which was good, but... Anyway,
Primal urge. Oh, right. I was raised in captivity.
what are we doing?
So, perception primal urge to get a smell of the trails.
Diff?
6.
1.
None.
None.
Just
2
none.
thumbs up means none.
You get a sense. One of the smells a lot more like a pine forest. One smell has the smell of game on it, and the other one has kind of a musky smell.
Very small husky.
Does it smell like bear?
Because she got one success, she cannot determine that.
Perfect.
She got more successes, like if someone helped her pulling some weight.
Can I try again?
Here, to be fair. There
We
is
are not
someone
the
else
only
here.
people here.
He said he just straight up turned to lupus and booked it the way.
Yep.
He can.
Alright then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I try again?
So what
You
did
can at an increased difficulty because you're getting frustrated.
what did
Okay.
Bear say about where she was?
About a day and a half's journey.
So now it's 7.
Yep.
And he won't do this until we complete this, or because we need this done.
So he's told you where it is. He's helping you find her.
Okay.
Alright.
Yes.
So, the smell on the trail you've been really examining does have kind of a bearish smell.
Perfect.
So perhaps might it be advantageous actually to split up, because part of my plan was to basically have kill something and show my symbiotic potential. So maybe I should go on the game path and she should go on the bear path and like kind of subtly direct.
Okay.
Is
Bear's
that-
probably hibernating, so
Oh.
as it is January.
Wait, so what? Okay, I'm confused. So if Mother Bear is hibernating, how is it that her and her cub are in danger?
They're in danger if they travel a day and a half.
So because
Through the
of the
snow,
fever.
yeah.
Okay. So like, what is Bear going to wake them up and send them on their jolly way? Or
No. Bears granted you where to find them, a quick path to find them, and the gift
Okay, so I guess
to communicate with them.
I'll go down the Bear Musky path.
Yes.
Then you,
Cora can go kill something.
out of character, you guys also have to find a cave for this bear to live in.
Yes.
True.
So, do you have any survival points?
I do. My question is, how will we know where we are to meet up again?
I have mind speed.
Howls.
I don't know how.
They carry for miles.
Oh, do they?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. As long as they're in Lupus, they can hear it, probably.
Okay. Alright.
That's why I figured when I'm done conversing with Pax, I'll find another, probably go back to the golf course, head back into the... actually, no,
Oh,
I'll get...
because they'll probably be in the physical world.
you'll probably be in the physical world at that point. And I'll just find a reflective surface, and before I go in, I'll let a reflective surface out in nature. And before I do that, I'll let loose a howl, letting it, hey, I'm on the way. Where's your guy? And then hear for your guys' howl and get a guesstimate where your direction is.
Okay.
So, do you want to scout ahead for a suitable cave for her?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Why not?
Okay.
So I'll maybe the pine path?
Or where we were in Montana, were there a lot of pines?
I don't know. Did we see a lot of pines?
You did.
Yeah.
Cool. Farewell.
Alright.
This is probably the most split the party's ever been.
Ever.
Yeah.
But it's going really well, though, so far.
For
Awesome.
now.
Hey, dang, I have an idea. Let's split up.
The Freddy syndrome.
Yep. So, it's been several hours. You are traveling down the paths as you finally enter a place where you do find a spiritual impression of a den.
Okay.
There are some streams that are frozen over. You get to a vast pine forest that's up in the mountains. It looks over, you see other mountains overhead, and you do see the Weaver stuff going down the other side of the mountain in the direction opposite of where you are.
Okay.
Off into the distance, away from where you can see.
Can she estimate how far away she is?
I mean, she can try. It's going to be somewhat difficult, given, well, when was the last time you were really good at guesstimating a distance, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm garbage at that.
But is Cora garbage?
Let's let the dice decide.
She probably is.
That's a survival check?
Survival check?
Yep, it will do wits survival.
I was gonna say 1.
Diff 8 because it's the Umbra, so distances are all over the place.
Oh,
Bastard.
shit.
Maybe I should just wait and do this after I go into the physical realm. I think
There's
that's
some
a good
sense
idea.
there.
Some sense
It
there.
is. That's a good idea.
Maybe the world where nothing matters and distance is all relative isn't the right place to...
Maybe.
Maybe I'm dumb.
As it turns out. So, as you're passing through, you see 2 spiritual impressions meet up and start going off in a single direction.
Okay. That's probably them. Or 2 spiritual impressions. I see it?
Yeah, they're spiritual impressions, so something's creating a shadow in the Umbra.
Oh.
2 of them.
Oh, okay.
Which means, out of character, that something in the physical realm is... So this isn't us in the Umbra, this is like 2 humans.
Oh, okay.
Or to something else's.
Yeah,
Two
two
somethings.
not humans.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Something not in the Umbra, but alive with a spirit.
But there are some mirrors nearby in alleyways that you could use to try and figure it out.
Oh, okay, so I'm back into the town.
Yeah, you're back in town.
Alright, I'll wait until those impressions kind of leave.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure popping out of a mirror, hey!
No,
What's
I'm
up?
saying like there's mirrors in the alleyway, so you can do that, pop into the physical world, and then do that.
Oh, okay, yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or you can peek, but that's at a +2 difficulty. So that'd be difficulty 9 here to peek.
Let's go ahead and just exit out.
Okay. So just 7.
Nope.
Nope. So
You can follow him for an hour.
Kyle and B, you've met in town and you're going along.
Perfect.
Dang it.
As you've got back up, you're almost done with both of your flyers now. As you're
Wonderful.
wondering where the rest of your pack is.
One of the mirrors just kind of goes, damn it!
Can I know you asked for 10 successes and I got more than that.
Yeah.
How well do I feel it went in general?
You feel really, really good, actually.
Okay.
You have been noticing people talking about it. You've actually heard buzz from several people in the streets talking about it, saying that they read some articles and they saw some flyers.
Oh, yes.
Someone mentioned that there might be a meeting at the Buckshot Coffee place tomorrow morning to talk about it.
This feels worthy of like a high five, I believe. I don't think I've... Well, you're not here.
Oh. Oh.
This is a moment of team building with B. You bitch.
We're gonna do a turkey.
What does that mean? B just sitting there. Man, I always feel lonely. Here's some things so you don't feel lonely anymore. I don't want solutions to feeling lonely. I want to feel lonely.
Oh, that's good.
I made a meme last night when I was
listening to the recording.
No, I'll give him a high five. It's super rare, but high five. We did a thing.
That's the background of the video.
I'm genuinely. I was debating.
I don't want
solutions. Tyler mentioned that it's like, you keep throwing things to make B come closer to the party, and she just doesn't take it. You offer one each session. And it's like, so I made a meme. I really want to post it to the Facebook group.
Perhaps you should.
I'll give him a high five.
All right.
Yay!
High five. We did it. We successfully
Bonded on something.
did something, and this is how conspiracy theories start. Ground level. With just one or two people.
Word of mouth.
Handing out information,
Yep.
little tidbits.
Did you guys have a meeting place? Actually, you guys didn't make up a meeting place
Nope.
when you
Nope.
finished. All right.
We just randomly found each other, according to you.
Well, no, just you guys, because you're hitting up roughly the same
Yeah,
areas.
yeah.
Like, you guys,
It does make sense.
you guys
Crisscrossing
meeting each
a
other
little.
makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I'm stuck in a mirror.
Well, if they're gonna go to the buckshot tomorrow, then
Well, because if they heard
You have to go
on the
there, too.
grapevine, oh, it's going
Should
to be
we,
a buckshot,
like,
so.
scout out the buckshot?
Wait, have I gone there already? Is that one of the places I hit?
Maybe that one seems more of a local place. Like mostly just locals go to it, so you probably saw it. And went,
Okay, reasonable. Did you go to the buckshot?
No.
Okay.
since you guys had prioritized places where people who were influenced by tourism.
Right. Oh, that makes perfect sense. Okay. Then, what? It's early evening.
Yeah, it's early evening.
Is it still open? I guess we can look.
Yeah, you can go look.
Go look. So we head on over.
Away
As-
from Bishop.
As Bishop sees them going away.
Okay.
As
Well-
he sees these two impressions moving along.
Yep. Just at least they won't notice me. All right, cool.
And you get there, they are still open. They're doing like a last call for their coffee and things like that, and tea. They have a little sandwich-like dinner menu.
Well, I haven't eaten, so yeah, sandwich.
Sandwiches.
Oh yeah, sandwiches.
It's a good thing.
It's good things someone gave me money. So
Yeah, you definitely would have starved otherwise.
sandwich and tea.
So
for
you have
me.
some sandwich and tea. And you're
Yes.
sitting down, eating. That walk takes about an hour, given how wide this town is.
Is there public transportation of any?
It's a mountain rural town in Montana.
Hey.
I believe they've heard of buses. But how much is the sandwich?
We're gonna go with it's for everything. The sandwich is $10.99.
God damn.
In Montana?
Expensive ass
It's a
tourist
ski
town.
They have to
We were in a
compete.
tourist town recently. It was like $5 for breakfast with coffee.
It's a ski town. In the middle of winter when they hike their prices for the tourists.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
tourist town.
Have you been to Breckenridge in the middle of winter?
Oh jeez. Any of those ski
Yeah.
resorts.
Hi, I'd like water. That'd be $13.99, please.
I want to buy a shirt at Walmart. $40, please.
Jesus.
Not quite that, but
Yeah.
it's close.
Yeah,
Like it's ridiculous.
bad.
Alright, so I'm basically down to $30 after printing out flyers because he covered $10 worth of articles and I did $10 worth of flyers and
Okay,
$10
and your
for
tea
food.
is an additional $5.
So I'm at $25.
It's okay.
sorry.
You're
for your-
allowed.
You're allowed to have
You're allowed.
to adjust your ice for your swelling. That's fine.
Yeah. So, Bishop, it's been about an hour. Would you like to...
Let's try again.
Were you following the shadows at all?
Well, given that I didn't know who the shadows were,
Mhm.
and I'm more concerned about not being seen,
Okay.
so I did not follow the shadows.
Okay.
But my instinct is to go back to the buckshot.
Okay.
So let's try this again. Difficulty
7.
7.
1.
One success.
So it takes about 5 minutes of meditation.
All right. All right.
Did you start heading to the buckshot?
Mm-hmm.
It takes about an hour to get there, just because, once again, the general layout of the city.
Yep.
And as that happens, they're closing down as you guys are leaving, as you see Bee and Kyle leaving the buckshot.
Oh.
Bee has an extra, cup that they refilled for her.
Oh. B. Kyle. What's up?
Hey.
I just came here to talk to somebody else, but it looks like they're closing and I don't see her.
Yeah, 9 a.m. tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
See who?
it's a gal that we met when we were doing our little mission too. What it is that there's this woman named Pax that's kind of an activist here, more environmental and whatnot, talking about the groundwater and how the fracking could affect it. But we were able to tell her that it was a little bit of a fib, but about how there's probably endangered grizzlies in the area, that the fracking would upset their environment. And we actually went and communed with Bear, and he said he would help us with that. But Cora and Fury Song are on kind of a quest for him right now.
A quest?
Mm-hmm.
We're getting the bears.
What kind of quest?
What it is that it was asked that we help a mama bear and a cub bear survive a journey, pretty much. And I was hoping to find Pax and tell her that we wouldn't be able to meet her, because she wants to meet us at the buckshot tomorrow at 9 a.m.
Oh, there's...
Meet her. It's just to organize the thing. You're not doing it necessarily that day.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
She's
there's...
not coming in with all the pitchforks. Sorry.
I don't know if you've actually been around town, but, people are talking about meeting tomorrow at the buckshot.
Okay, that's cool.
Because of this flyer.
This
That
actually does help us, because Bear is really wanting, what was it? It was 3 out of every 4 persons to not support this fracking. So we seem to be doing a pretty good job, and maybe adding an endangered species to the list would help us in that. Is that coffee?
Tea?
Okay.
It's late.
And you're 15.
16, thank you very
No.
much.
He's 15.
Yeah.
Immediately defensive.
So, what are you guys doing now?
Well, we just finished delivering everything we needed to. I figure, our part in this, at least for today, is all done.
Right, because Cora and Fury Song are out, and they said that, Bear said it was going to be about a day and a half's journey for them to finish the quest.
Well, but they went separately, right? Cora went for the cave, to find a cave.
How did you know that?
Did you not describe
No,
out of character?
he
Did you
wasn't
not describe
there.
anything?
I wasn't there.
He wasn't there.
Yeah.
Oh,
He left.
okay.
Yeah,
I'm
I
sorry.
left.
I misunderstood.
Yeah.
I misunderstood.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Cora's just gonna pop in at some point, like, hi guys.
Okay. That's reasonable. then.
Kyle's eyes just go white and going.
So what it is-
seeking a cave.
So,
All right. Yeah.
So-
undo.
okay, so what I'm thinking is that we can be at the meeting tomorrow and need to notify, because what it is Pax wanted to meet Fury Song. Fury Song pretty much, weaved this tale for her, and she, fell for it for the right reasons, of course. And what it is that she wanted to meet Fury Song and myself. Well, we're brother and sister, by the way. You're gonna have to keep up with that story. And and Fury Song's name is Sam.
Oh, Sam.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just trying to
What a
relay
unique
as
name.
It was actually pretty funny watching Fury Song pretend to be human, and she did a very good job about it, actually. So.
Well, look. We can come to the meeting.
Yeah, I was planning on, since everyone's supposed to be meeting tomorrow.
Right. No one's asked me why I'm in town yet. I'm sure they know that I'm not from here, but no one's asked why. But
Yeah.
I can look up maybe to see if there have been any towns similar to this that have. No, you know what? I'll just say that I'm from one of the towns that had groundwater issues.
Oh, okay.
And I was just looking into fracking in general to see, like, hey, what if they didn't tell us about this? Then what didn't they tell other towns about?
Exactly. That's
their thing.
That's a good idea.
So maybe I'll probably have to. How long is the library open for? Out of character.
It's closed now.
Closed. Okay. When does the library open?
It'll open at 8 a.m.
Okay, so I'm gonna go first thing and just look up a town to be from.
Okay.
Preferably something small, far from Montana.
That's fair.
And I'll also, when I eventually do that, I'll look up basic facts about the town as well.
Okay.
Just in case someone is from that town.
Sounds good.
The one guy that's like, I got a cousin from there.
Fuck.
Spring.
Alright.
So I'm thinking maybe after the meeting, we can go and try to find these two.
I don't think I could pretend to be local.
Clearly not.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
We could say that you're a visitor from the city or something.
Sure.
I mean,
City.
we already got the story down that Fury Song and I are brother and sister, and her name is Sam. We could probably go, you're either distant, like, really good friends from outside of town.
Well, like, our backstory was that our grandfather lives here. He's been here by himself doing this,
Right.
martyrdom thing. And so now that he's sick, we're coming in from out of town to take care of his
Right.
stubborn ass.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then we can say that you guys are probably cousins, or...
Well, I think I'm better off in my... Like,
Yeah,
it's easier if I just don't know you guys
Yeah.
that well.
If anything,
'cause, like,
maybe...
if we were all
It's
coming
easier
in,
if I also don't know you.
Yeah, okay.
just strangers that, like, you're like, oh, I heard there was a meeting here. What's going on?
Okay, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Sweet.
So, we should probably sleep somewhere in the city, but maybe not like a hotel. Because, I mean, there's quite a bit of distance between businesses, so there's probably plenty of space or areas for us to go lupus and curl up and nap.
Definitely.
So, you go up, you kind of leave the city behind. It is here that unyielding night and
Unmoving
unmoving night and
Ben's the night.
and Ben's the night.
Oh, yeah,
Ben's
we're
the night.
There's a lot of
The
stuff.
Night
They've
Brothers.
been stalking
Yeah.
the areas. They continue their inspection. They saw a few of us, or they saw Unmoving Night, thinking that perhaps wolves are in the area or loose dogs. What have you found?
Everything's gone rather well so far. Many of the local businesses have changed their minds and are going to withdraw their names from the petitions. The other two of our pack are off on a quest for Bear to bring a bear into the area.
Bear.
Bear is our totem and the best option for talking to bears.
I suppose. You've shown yourself honorable despite your totem.
And, you know, considering that bears are endangered here, and we need to show off something endangered so that they won't, you know, threaten those endangered species.
Basically, we're just...
Yes. The lies humans tell themselves.
What?
That they wouldn't frack because there's an endangered species here.
Oh.
Is his opinion.
I see.
Well, it is a lie from some perspectives, I suppose, but there are those humans who do care about these things, and if they're loud enough, it will stop it. But
Very well. We will see what you're able to do. You've been able to do a decent amount, and we've been tracking them. They haven't finished their inspection yet, but they will be finished in 3 days. If you're not done in 3 days, we will act.
the bear should be here in a day and a half.
And
Imagining a stampede wall of bears.
The bears have arrived.
Bear Army! We are fucked!
Unfortunately, you brought so many bears, they're no longer considered an endangered species.
And now they're a problem.
They're a problem species.
And there's a bounty out for furs. And oh,
I'm
jeez.
sure that the spirit totem bear would be able to think of that kind of thing and send in the appropriate number of bears.
Which is
One and
One and a half.
One and a half bears.
Bears.
Oh, and I relay that information as well about talking with Pax and whatnot,
Okay.
one of the humans, one of the activists, and we were able to get her interest in finding evidence of these grizzly bears. So it just seems that there are humans here that are concerned about the environment of this area.
We will see it when we believe it.
Well, yes. I failed my sass roll.
As you see him go, we've already started little things.
Okay.
As you hear a guy, you're like, jeez. As you see bends the knight pulling what looks like a shadow and takes his claw, and you hear, "Oh, damn it!"
What kind of voodoo is this?
So, little things. What sorts of little things?
Well, I believe he just showed us.
I think he's...
Shadowlord tricks. Cut them through their shadows and bend their shadows towards me so that they just think the cuts come from nowhere.
Okay.
It solidifies the haunted forest feel. And then the delirium will solidify.
An incredible ability.
Are they going to prevent them from sleeping? Because that's a good idea.
When worse comes to worse, I guess this will happen.
He hasn't thought of that. He's not going to cut him while he's out of the forest.
Right. Well, if they could somehow imbue them with nightmares to where they couldn't sleep, that would make them delirious, and that would make them more susceptible to crazy beliefs.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
But I'm not here.
You are now.
Well,
I guess we'll rest up for the night. Get ready for tomorrow.
I will take some time to meditate. As he sits, still looking young, has a bit of a smile on his face. It twinges slightly, as you do notice there's a slight scar in his helmet form that runs from his right ear to his jaw. Just a small scar, likely taken when he was a younger Garu. He begins to take in Gnosis in an attempt to keep his gifts powered.
I would like to meditate as well.
Okay, that's Wits Enigmas, difficulty 8 to regain Gnosis.
Alright.
Everyone in the last session was able to regain Gnosis, like, because it was weeks. Can I also regain Gnosis from that?
Yes.
Thank you.
3, 4, 5, 6, difficulty 8. 1, 2, nope. 1, 2, 3.
3. So, whatever your Gnosis... So, up to your permanent Gnosis, so you gain 1 Gnosis.
Yep. Yay!
I guess I will find somewhere comfy in the snow to lupus and curl up and sleep.
Meanwhile, I need Wits Survival from you, and Wits Survival from you to try and track down your query. Or quarry.
I was going to say good question.
There's
And
6.
sequel query.
Oh, okay, I get
Yeah,
it.
seek quarry.
I got 2.
Okay.
Nice.
3. So, it takes about 2 hours for Cora and 1 hour for Shinigami to find. You found the bear sleeping with her cub, as the cub is very small still and suckling in its sleep almost.
Oh. So, may I go ahead and proceed with my plan?
You may proceed with your plan.
So what I'm going to do is I am going to lie just outside of her den, facing the mouth, lying down flat and unthreateningly.
Okay.
And I would imagine that an animal's understanding of speech and language would not be encompassed in actual words, but in impressions.
Mm-hmm.
So what I would want to be projecting is a sudden, strong impression of curiosity and safety.
Okay. Alright, so I will have you roll Charisma Animalkin.
Diff.
Because she's very groggy, we're going to make it 8, given the... Also, because her cub's there.
Yeah. 1.
1. She gets a sense as you hear a not predator.
Friend.
Don't know what that means.
Images of her mother when she was a cub taking care of her.
So you are mother.
Yes. Well, no. Okay. I don't know how to...
Ally. Like,
friend.
what animals do have symbiotic relationships with bears?
Crows and wolves.
So maybe like a crow.
but I don't know if not every single bear has a symbiotic relationship. Maybe what is a prey animal that bear hunt that have symbiotic relationships that she might have understood?
Okay, well, you would think of one. I'm not gonna
so-
Google it.
I don't know.
So you give that kind of impression.
Two symbiotic animals, yeah.
Bear goes, won't leave, too small. Why are you here? What do you wish to do?
Protect.
Protect what? Me? Safe here. Unless you've seen great male bear who'll kill the small one.
Out of character, I don't want to lie to her, but I do want to impress upon her that I am trying to protect a place that could be beneficial.
Okay.
I need to think of how it'd be beneficial to her directly. Because it's true, there's probably fewer bears there, so there's fewer male bears. So yeah, that impression of, place safe, fewer dangerous bears.
How will Cub get there?
And then just, again, protect, from me.
Why not carry?
I don't think I can carry a newborn bear cub. So I'm imagining it's this little hairless thing. Is it that small?
It's not that small. It's got hair now, but it's about like when they leave their den sort of thing.
Okay.
In the spring, it's about half that size.
Okay, so it's like a bear cub normally, but just smaller.
So
Yeah.
like a cat?
Almost, yeah.
Like
I
a
was-
fat cat?
I was thinking more like big dog. Like,
I mean,
The baby bear?
yeah.
I think that seems
Because
too-
grizzly bears get pretty big.
Right, but I don't think they start out that big.
Yeah, they start out, like, the cubs start out pretty small.
Okay.
And it to be a very young cub.
Yeah, it's about the size of a puppy at this point.
Okay.
So you could totally, I'm not here, scruff it.
I don't know if that would offend mommy. Do bears carry their young like that?
No.
They more kind of hurt him. Actually, no, I think I've seen footage of them, like, actually carrying, where it's like, I don't want you over there, so they kind of scruff them and they...
They are very closely related to dogs.
Mm-hmm.
So evolutionarily
Plus, you could also
speaking,
cryonos it and use your body heat to keep it warm.
Yeah, I was thinking projecting
that
another
wouldn't scare
form.
her?
Well, that's...
You can impress upon her that, you know...
You may want to do some hunting or maybe like that to bring her food first to start.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't immediately just cry us, hi!
Yeah. So you'll need to do a survival roll on that first if you want to bring the food. If you want to bring the food, if you can, you could send her images of food to help her.
Okay,
Like maybe you bring up images of bears coming out of hibernation, kind of thin, weak,
Mhm.
and then you bring images that you'll have food for her, so she won't be that.
Yeah, okay. We'll go with that too.
Okay. So
Which would help protect her cub better.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Comes.
she goes, show, and I will show me the deer, show me flesh, and I will listen to more.
I will return.
So with survival, diff, because you're in Krynos form, we're just gonna make
I'm
diff
not in
4,
Krynos form right
or
now.
where you can
I'm
be.
in
as-
Lupus.
That's what I mean, though.
Okay.
Like you can shift to Hispo or something like that and
Just-
hunt in this. Yeah, just
Okay.
as a
Doesn't
Then
matter.
she'll be like, these wounds are a lot bigger than you. What the hell?
Yeah. like time's not really a consequence
Yeah.
in terms of hunting or shapeshifting. So
Yeah, that's fair. So, survival what?
wit's survival or wit's primal urge.
And I think I only have one primal urge, so it goes survival, and wits are
Diff 4.
3. This shouldn't be too hard. Three.
3. You
The
find
3?
it.
No, I scored 3.
You got a decent sized deer, actually, one that could feed her for a couple of sittings, possibly.
Okay. Bring that again to the mouth of her cave,
Okay.
and then lay down next to it again, just very respectful and calm.
Okay.
Just in-
During that, Cora, you found your cave,
I did.
and you can give out a mighty howl.
I do.
You hear the howl in the distance.
Oh.
You guys hear a howl in the distance as well. Several miles to the north
Do they
of the
understand that?
town. I assume. Yeah.
I'm going to mark the direction in tandem with where the sun is and what time it is, so
Mhm.
that I can go there. But I'm not going to howl back.
Okay.
Maybe you should have returned in Krynos form.
What?
Return to the bear with the kill in Krynos form.
I don't want to be remotely threatening at first.
Okay. Just an idea.
No, it's I completely understand. I'm going for a different approach, though.
Okay.
So, you get the bear or the deer. The bear says, "Push it into the cave," because she doesn't want to leave.
Yeah. Can I do that in my Lupus form?
You can try it. You kind of like body tackling it.
So, can I then communicate with her? Easier to pull. Your permission. No. Okay.
Hear a growl. Push neck as far to the mouth of the cave. I will come get.
Yes.
As you
I
do
do
so, you see the bear head come out, pull in. You hear it crunching away.
So at least now she sees that I'm respecting her wishes.
Mm-hmm. So.
I'll let loose a reacting howl to Cora, pretty much.
So you hear where they're at.
In the middle of the city.
You're not in the
Middle
of
of
the
the
city.
city.
You left the
Left.
city.
Yeah.
So we talked to our other wolf friends.
Stand in the
Remember?
middle of the street. Arr! That'd be funny. Like in your
Oh, it's just crazy drunk.
You don't hear his, so.
Okay.
So, with that,
Is it because he's not part of our pack?
no, it's because the town's too far.
Mm.
Cora's at the halfway point.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, I need one more charisma animalkin, but this time it's going to drop down to diff 7 to create that sort of trust bond. 2. Bear is more receptive, going, "How will the small one get there?" You did not answer as you hear another crunch, crunch, crunch.
I can carry.
Fangs? Too dangerous.
How would I convey the idea of transformation? Maybe a butterfly?
Yeah.
So, I'll show her an image of a butterfly and say, I can do this. I can carry.
You can fly?
No, a butterfly going from a caterpillar to a butterfly.
Yeah,
that process.
Yeah, no, that's what she took away.
Okay. So, very gently, I can become different when I choose.
I don't quite understand.
I mean, you could show a transformation between Lupus and Hispo.
Well, she's in her cave.
You can spend 1 willpower to maybe partially transform your arm.
Can she see me?
Yeah, she can see you from
Oh,
outside
I thought.
the cave.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought she couldn't see me. So yeah, I'll do that. Just my arm then, and just kind
Yeah.
of show her what I can do. Or except I'm not gonna
Yeah.
hold my hand like this.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
hold it like this.
Yeah, and you just you'll spend 1 willpower because it's a partial transformation.
Okay. But yeah, I don't want it to be threatening. Like, look at my claws.
As
So,
there's a bit of shock.
thanks.
I see. So now you may make 1 more charisma animalkin diff 6 to convince her.
Okay. Thank you. 3, 4, all of them.
All of them. The bear agrees. She will let you carry the cub and protect it from the elements.
Yay! Get to pet the Get to touch the fuzzy.
So, you have that sense. So you will sleep through the night then.
Okay.
The next morning happens. Cora gives out 1 more howl to see if you can hear.
Will the mother bear just trust me if she hears me howl too?
No.
She knows I'm a wolf.
Yeah.
So I will howl in response.
So you give the howling response. Meanwhile, you guys, as you see several, there's a line outside of the Buckshot Coffee.
Dang!
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is the line for the meeting, or is it because
The coffee's
it's
so
very
good.
popular?
Yeah.
You're not sure.
Okay.
We should switch to Hamid form and check out.
Well,
Yeah.
I assume we're in Hamid.
I would only be Hamid.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna kind of like get behind someone, the last
As you just hear
person.
someone, God damn, meeting people. I know the line's usually crazy, but, going out the door? Crazy. Oh, more youngins. Let me guess. You're here for this Save the Trees meeting.
Save the trees.
Oh, I don't care much about the trees.
It's more like
it's-
save the town.
It's more
Yeah.
like saving
Alright,
the
Lord.
town, sir.
Oh,
I care more about the
Lord.
avalanches.
You care about the bears.
Oh, Lord. Same liberal bullshit. Fake news. NNN. Come on, you gotta watch the Red Network. That's true blue news.
Everyone's entitled to their opinion, sir.
Well,
Considering it's called the Red Network, and it's Okay, never mind.
Just stop.
B. It's alright. It's alright.
Look, I like fracking plenty, just not here.
Oh.
Fracking is way better for the environment than a lot of the coal stuff anyway. The problem is
That's
doing
not
it
my
here.
concern. It's money here in town. Lets us actually, have a bit of economy, some money in our pockets.
So you have so many avalanches that people stop coming for skiing.
Avalanche, the earthquake thing hasn't been proven.
Summon avalanche.
well, if you take a look at this flyer, sir.
You can read the same articles I passed out yesterday.
That was you? Now,
While they're having this
you
conversation,
liberal bullshit.
I'm looking for Pax.
Okay, you see Pax in there. She's talking to about 25, 30 people.
Oh, okay.
It wouldn't be hard to see.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just make sure that
You're
whenever
so
they go
tall.
out looking for the bear signs, I have time to actually get the bear.
So I'll kind of leave their conversation be. It's like, oh, hold on, I need to go talk to her. I'm not going to talk to her right away because she's in the middle of a speech right now. So
And she's talking about like the environmental effects that she's showing.
I'm pretty
like,
sure I
slides of
stand
the-
out. So 6'5".
Heads over people.
It's just-
Yeah. And you see her showing
15-year-olds,
pictures
I'm
of
just
like
an
the
old
tap
high
water
school
catching on fire, and then talking about that there are grizzly bears apparently.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Oh, hey, Bishop, right?
Uh,
Or Mark.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, so Mark and his sister. Where is your sister, by the way?
Oh, she's not here right now. She's actually taking care of our grandfather, I'm pretty sure. she
Okay, well, their
mentioned.
grandfather apparently is some sort of biologist who takes care of bears and tracks them. So I'd like Mark to speak to the bear issue here, since I'm no expert. But apparently there are bears, grizzly bears, which are endangered here. So that's another reason that they can't frack here and they can't screw over this town.
Yes!
What did you do? A lot, apparently.
Yes, this is
I just
true.
imagine Kyle looking over. I need to talk to her for a minute. Okay,
Mark,
Mark is gonna talk about bears. Oh shit!
Mark doesn't know shit about bears.
Remember your training.
Okay, so, alright, so I want to use, I definitely want to let the dice decide before I play out what I do.
Yeah, I would focus more on the bears than our fabricated backstory.
Yeah, right. Like, okay, let me think here.
You have the ability to commune with spirits. Maybe you can get like a spirit to speak through you.
He would have to go into the Umbra and he's like, can I go to the bathroom real
Can
quick?
I go to the bathroom?
Especially if he botches, because then you just hear the mirror the mirror explodes. It's just like a shower.
Oh, god damn it!
I can't see anything. Meeting adjourned.
They all got to me because he's got slashes.
He's jumping out the window now! Alright, so I guess okay, you know what? No, I'll try to play this out. So I'll stand out in
Got
front.
this.
Yeah, I'll stand out in front of the crowd and it's like, yes, bears are endangered here, but there are bears in this area, grizzly bears to be specific. Our grandfather's been tracking them for years, and he's found there is evidence of grizzly bears here.
Oh yeah? What? Where?
Oh, I could show you.
In the exact spot where the fracking is.
Later.
Yeah, later. I could show you later
No,
after the
see,
meeting.
Like,
No, not
there's
at
gonna be
this
a better
Oh, God.
excuse you can come up with.
Okay.
Because we need time.
Oh yeah, you guys are still
Yeah, I gotta get the bear there.
okay.
Working on it.
We're about 15 hours in.
Yep.
Oh right, okay. So the cave's near the fracking site, isn't it? That he said.
I don't know. Is it?
Yeah, the cave's
It has
is
to
very
be.
close.
Oh.
Yeah.
The cave is very near.
So you can't really show them the bear because
Yeah.
the bear is hibernating.
Yeah.
But
And
there
if
should be like poop and scratches, and like that's the point that I'm.
Yeah.
Crap! Why did I do this?
How much can a mulligan undo?
Yeah. I want a mully. I want a mulligan.
Right,
Okay.
Everyone, focus your mulligans
You're
on.
going to use your mulligan to backtrack.
Okay, so retcon.
Okay.
And
That is the other thing mulligan
so I got
can
4. I
use.
at least have 4 wits. So and then no subterfuge. Maybe expression.
Expression, maybe.
Can you roll for knowledge about?
Well,
bears?
subterfuge is your ability to lie, but yeah, do you have anything in science?
Yes, I do.
You can use your science and your intelligence.
We're gonna let the dice speak for me.
So, Alright. It's gonna be diff 7 because you're a little under pressure.
Yep, definitely.
And you're feeling it.
I'm willing to use more mulligans.
Okay. Come
We
on!
do have 3 left.
Oh,
Let's mulligan it.
oh, jeez. Yeah, because I got rid of all my successes
We have
right
2
there.
left.
All right. You guys are tired.
Nice.
One, two, 1 success!
So you give enough amount of information about bears that people assume you've at least read something on bears.
Yes!
That's as good as it gets, man.
So, with that,
Okay.
people start talking. More people are coming in. The meeting rose to be about 50, 60 people talking about it now. As there's just back and forths between people. As some of the people who are just there for coffee start screaming obscenities, talking them to get out, get on with it, things like that. However, someone could possibly persuade them.
That's fair
about
enough.
The error of their ways.
I'll activate persuasion, I suppose. Now's the time for that. Perhaps earlier, when I was speaking to that man, was the better time, but...
Slaps the table. Persuasion!
Alright. Charisma subterfuge. 2 successes.
2 successes, good, because it's going to be diff 8 to convince this guy, so you subtract 2,
Sick.
so it's diff 6.
Alright.
You'll have to do your manipulation expressions.
Okay. 3 successes.
Alright, you're convincing this guy. As this guy's kind of, alright, I see where you're coming from. People start talking as they say they're going to start trying to, convince other people, and they're going to go to other places and start talking to folks all around town. And as they go, and then Mark and his sister are going to show us these bear signs that their grandfather was talking about. Because if they have that, no matter if the public's opinion is against them and they try any legal stuff, if there's a bear here, they can't frack at all. So, a day and a half comes by as you meet up with Cora with a bear and a cub. As the bear looks at
I'm just laying down.
Cora and looks at you weird, cautiously.
Family.
As she kind of moves in, you bring the cub.
Mm-hmm.
The cub's a little weak because it didn't get it to eat as much as normal because of all the travel.
Mm.
But you get it there and it is surviving. You guys hear someone coming, so I need dex stealth from both of you. You're Lupus dex stealth in this case. So.
Oh my fucking god.
4.
What?
You could have said, oh, because Grandpa's been sick, he hasn't been able to track as much, so she's out tracking for us so we can show you everything.
Dang it! And because she already has, they're like, oh, I can transform. She transforms into human in front of the bear, kind of stuff, and is like, no, look, there's a bear over here. Kind of stuff.
This whole thing could have worked out.
I was feeling Mark's pressure.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't come up with that until way after. So.
Yeah, totally. See, it was about bears. It was about Warhammer 40k. No, totally.
Can I mulligan?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, we've got 1 mulligan left.
You might have 0 in a second.
We might have 0 in a second.
Oh no. All right.
Let's end the session here.
Would you like to use your last mulligan?
Take it.
Thanks.
Oh jeez. Would you want to use different dice?
No.
Okay.
Then I'll make yours roll ones constantly.
No.
Diff 6?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3.
Alright. So you are able to hide as there is the surveyors coming along. As they're telling, yeah, there's rumors about bears, so we're going to do a double check. And as they see the bear tracks,
Mm-hmm.
they go through and they hear her roar at them. It's like, oh shit. Oh shit. As they just screams and he's like, oh. As they kind of move back, they have guns and things like that, obviously, but they don't shoot her because they don't want to go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And
Though we are tensed for the...
so, you do succeed, and you are able to report back to the Shadowlords of success.
Woohoo!
With that,
Did we succeed with Bear?
You did succeed with Bear, too.
Bitchin'.
Now, you do return as stands like a cedar is there as she looks at you and goes, "We've heard of what you've done. We're thankful." Her voice is level and cold as she looks over you all. Eyes lock with Bee and Cora for a moment, and then continues on. As you notice, howls of fear give a similar cold look, and howls with lightning gives kind of a curious look, sniffing. A bit of a glare as well. And Raven's laughter has a bit of a smile as stands like a cedar goes, "We will prepare the moon bridge for you so that you may leave."
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. We thank you for your actions that aided our sept. We thank you, and the Shadowlords recognize what you've done. You four recognize that there is a crucial part of that speech missing, and we would welcome you back.
Right.
Right.
Before you leave, before the moon bridge happens, Raven's laughter pulls aside Mark and Kyle. Just wanted to say, I appreciate your tribe and their talk of unity, and I hope that you've seen what unity we've brought here and hold it in your hearts, and speak well of the Shadowlords. Many see us as those who are divisive, but we do unite, and I think two of your pack companions deeply know how hard we strive for that unity.
I believe it is noticeable, but thank you very much, Raven's Laughter. You have taught us much in our rights that we have learned in your sept, and we appreciate this.
And you are appreciated amongst us.
Character, what did we do wrong? Why are they mad at us?
They're mad at them.
These two.
Because you guys are all part of the same
I
pack.
did.
Huh?
What did I do?
Remember the changeling?
The cat changer.
The cat changer.
The one when I wasn't there and I told her you better go
But-
tell the truth.
Because you're all a pack.
Do I know
No.
what happened?
No.
We don't know.
Okay.
Actually,
you
I know.
You are
I
judged
wasn't
by
caught.
the action of the whole pack is judged by the actions of a single pack member. That's
Okay.
See,
how it is.
Then I'm gonna bring this up then in this
Okay.
conversation. I'm just
Okay.
gonna say the reception seemed a little colder than I expected. Did something happen?
Something happened, but it didn't happen. The way of things. But I will say that some have discovered something we would prefer to leave unanswered. It didn't happen, and I will not speak more of it because it will and can bring danger to the sept if it got out.
just to summarize, Kyle, what happens in the sept stays in the sept. Their problems are theirs.
Alright, Shadowlords like secrets.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what their secret is, and I'm not going to ask about it. But I can talk about what happened at our home sept to our pack and why we have been traveling. I'll give them a secret about us. Basically, in exchange, like, if we have a secret we're not supposed to know, here's one that we would prefer other people not know. Like, kind of a...
Yeah, he hears that and he goes, I will not get in the way of your own pack dynamics, but I will say that two of your pack members did discover something about us. And I will say to you, you seem like one who can keep his mouth shut. That do not tell them, but the relationship is closer than many would think. It is necessary to commune with Thunderbird and to keep this sept healthy. We have found that there is unity to be had not just between the tribes, but all of Gaia's children. I believe that is a
Yes.
legend of your tribe.
Yes.
You should know that we have accepted Bear as our pack totem. And
No.
the children of Gaia also strive to help other...
I've heard your legends. The legends of some children claim that everyone is a child of Gaia and part of your tribe, even if they don't know it.
I personally firmly believe this.
And then I will just say this. We have connections with one who many may see as dangerous. But they are a true child of Gaia, and that they are not connected with the Great Serpent. And they are tied closely to Thunderbird. Ask if your packmate trusts you as they should. They will tell you.
I
But-
understand.
They'll be subtle about it. Or else they are oath breakers to us as well.
We will be sure
If-
to not speak of
And
this.
if they break that oath, I will ensure that they are punished correctly. That's one of the few rights that I have.
Just know,
Oh, you do?
Right of the jackdaw.
Fomori's Bane, you walk on a knife's edge. Perhaps you should try and seek safer ground.
Thank you for the warning.
The only people who can stop that is you, with your own words and action. But, as you see this light glowing from the center of the cairn, the bridge is open. May your
Then-
journeys be peaceful, and may our paths meet again.
Yes, you should know I consider you a friend. Thank you.
You are truly a great ally.
Thank you, Raven's Laughter.
I'm gonna mark that as a friend on my sheet.
Alright. So,
I'm going to mark him as not as big a dick as he was.
Dick Light.
Yep.
So with that, you've taken the moon bridge to the Shadowlord Sept in Texas. There is a moon bridge here that you can pay for with a talent to get to the Virginia Sept that you went to from New York. It is the Sept of the Lost Howl that you can take the Texas Sept's moon bridge to. And then Sept of the Lost Howl you can pay a talent for to get to the Sept of the Green.
Okay.
Okay. Which we've been to.
Yes, that's the New York Sept.
Wonderful.
That's where the Bonar.
Right. Agatha,
Yep.
Shadow Dagger. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I know this name. Yeah, there
And
we
you
go.
will get to the Sept of the Green on
Okay.
the 31st.
Here's a cup.
Okay, so, that's
Minus
two?
two talents from everyone. Minus 2.
Okay.
From everyone?
Yeah, for the moon bridges. Because you have to take one to
I only have
the
one.
Lost Howl, and then take one.
Can we just run from Virginia to New York?
We'll get there on the 31st already, which isn't very...
I don't think we can get.
I don't have
enough
that
talent.
So where are we going to New York again?
Just a moment.
He wants to go to the Bonar tribal moot because he was invited there by a
So,
friend.
I mean, technically, I suppose, I am the only person who has to come. And by has to, I mean, like, I promised I would. So.
Weren't we doing something else in Louisiana?
You were going to do that as an aside until you got wrapped up into this. Because you were going to go to Louisiana and then make your way back up to New York was the original plan.
Mhm.
Well, like, because we initially
Art.
started all this for a reason.
It's late
and got
in the
Daisy
year.
changed
Okay,
to
cool.
a bunch of other stuff.
No need
what
to worry.
was
Mhm.
the original thing that they were working on whenever I first joined up?
They got basically kicked out of their Sept, and now they have to find themselves.
Right. It was
and
the
actually
oil
become a-
platform
yeah,
stuff, though.
the oil platform.
We were
stuff
going to go to
happened.
the Black Fury Sept.
The Tranquil Swamp.
Yeah,
Swamp.
Tranquil Swamp.
Did we ever do that?
Yes.
We didn't go back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
were
went
looking at
there.
it.
We were going to go back, but instead we spent extra weeks with this Sept instead, and we can just do that after our stuff in New York instead.
Okay.
Yeah, when is the Super Bowl?
It's the 4th.
February 4th.
So it's literally in 4 days, which is
Okay.
why if we go directly there, I don't have any risk of...
Okay.
If someone wants to pay a talon for me, because I got my Whispering
I'm
Feather.
sorry, I got my days mixed up. You would get there the 24th.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well that's a little more time, so maybe 1 talent then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also only have 1 talent.
Okay. Alright, then we can do 1 talent and get ourselves to...
And then you'll run, and so you'll get there by you'll get there by February 1st.
Okay, see, and that's not bad at all.
Okay, I'll gladly
Okay.
give up this Whispering Feather for that travel, because I want to hang with you guys. I have nowhere else to go, so...
And so-
Alright, I
Alright, level
will
10 Clinger.
I will pay a nightshade.
Okay.
I paid a worm scale.
And the feather for me.
Yeah, that's all I have.
Alright, so with that, we will be... Next week we'll have too many people who will be off, so next week is our off week, and the week after that is a convention, so a lot of folks here will be out, so we won't be able to run the week after that. So we'll be back in 2 weeks, but Pugmire will be on schedule in 2 weeks for episode 1. Give that a listen if this is the only one you've listened to so far. Thank you for listening to us. We're a bunch of gamers, and we will see you all again soon. Bye.
Bye.